my name is Kimberly Stroud. I'm the mother to CJ Stroud, the current quarterback of the Houston Texans.
I'm Monica Daniels, and my son is Paris Johnson Jr. He plays offensive line for the Arizona Cardinals.
And welcome
to the Mom's POV show.
Yeah, so I'm so excited, my sis.
I'm excited, too. I'm so happy we're here.
Yes, and the Mom's POV show, so it's the mom's point of view.
That's
yes,
right.
We do have a point of view.
Yes, we do.
And many times it's not heard.
Yes.
But we're just so encouraged to come and, just shed some of the light of our journey that we've been on. I mean, hasn't it been such an amazing journey?
It has been an amazing journey. And I think back on when our boys started this process, when they were going through the college recruiting process.
Yes.
And now they're in their second season as professional football players. Only God would have thought.
It's amazing. And just to think like the whole journey included us, right?
Yes.
And so what's a better way than to come and share some of the just details and some of the wisdom that we've kind of had during the journey and, kind of just help in one little way. I always say if I can help one person,
that's it.
That's all I care about on this earth. People help people.
That's it.
And so I'm so grateful to have you here with me, and we're able to share some of the things we talk about on a daily.
Yes, absolutely.
And so we were like, why not, go and tell others, how this process is, how certain things go and how we dealt with it.
Absolutely. Because we do have a voice. We do have a perspective.
Yes.
And we want to encourage other people to know that that there's resources out there.
Yes,
there is a support
definitely.
system out there. And that if God helped us through this situation, he can be a bright light to other people and bring them hope.
Oh, most
so I'm
definitely.
excited that we can share our story.
I'm so excited. And what's a better way than from the mom's perspective?
Yes.
Because the point of view of the mother is like no one else's. We see the goods, the highs, the lows. We see things when others are not looking, like when we want our child to put on, one of those hooded jackets when it's cold and raining.
Yes.
We see things and we know our sons better than anybody on this earth.
I agree.
So, it's our perspective really means something, and a very strong mother behind you is so important, a very strong family, period.
Absolutely.
But we're here to represent the moms.
Yes, we are. We are. And just to shed light. And again, we just want to encourage people and just share our story.
Yes, definitely. The rookie season.
Yes.
How amazing.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe that went fast.
It went so fast. I can't believe we're in year 2.
That went fast.
Yes.
I know I've had people share with me that the NFL season is a lot longer than a collegiate season, but it went fast to me. And at the end of the season, I remember talking to Paris. I was afraid to just mention to him that I thought it went fast because I'm not out there with my hand in the dirt.
Right.
So I asked him, he said, "Oh, Mom, that flew by."
Yeah.
And it went quick.
And what an amazing maturity journey for our sons. Like just to watch my son, like his first pregame.
I know.
And I could feel everything that he was feeling.
Yes.
Although probably not everything, but most things I could feel it. And I was just praying, and to see him snap his first play in the NFL. I can't even I can get emotional now thinking about it. I can't even imagine because of the journey that took him to get there.
Yes.
It was not an overnight thing. It was not, hey, when he's projected little, hey, you're going to the NFL. It was truly a fight for his passion, a fight for his dream. And just to see that first snap and it come to pass.
I know. Isn't that a good feeling?
It was incredible.
I remember that like yesterday.
It's incredible.
I was crying in the stands.
Yeah. It was it's so emotional.
Yes.
And then to watch them at their last snap of the last game.
Yeah.
And just to see the maturity of it just felt like a full mountain. Like you climb up the mountain and then you're going back down the mountain. And now we're up another mountain.
Back up. Yes.
But I think some of the highlights for me for the rookie season was learning how the NFL works.
Yes.
Learning how does it differ from college. For me, it was more like now this is their career. This is what they're going to be doing for, God willing, many years ahead of them. And this is every Sunday, how was the experience, you think?
I guess for me, for our family is knowing that this is their job.
Yeah.
This is work for them.
Yes.
And knowing that they put in so many long hours at the facility, long hours at home, studying, preparing for their opponent.
Yes.
And it's a lot of long hours. Even though the season went fast, but it's still a lot of long hours that's dedicated to their craft.
Yes.
And wanting to be great at what they do. And then the other piece is learning the city. So when, of course, with CJ and with Paris, they in cities they've never grew up in, and having to learn the community, be a resource to their community, serve their community, and then know that they were drafted so high because there's a need.
Yes.
So to be able to be with them as they maneuver that entire process of what they've been asked to do, and then serve their city and serve their community, that was a lot. But I'm grateful that CJ and Paris had us both, and they had their family to be there to help them maneuver that process, especially off the field.
Yes. I'm so glad you brought that up because, like, honestly, Houston is an amazing city. I mean, it's so amazing, and the people there are even more amazing.
Yes. But and I know the food is great. I've had some of the food.
Yeah. The food is amazing.
The food is great.
And it's like there's so many aspects to Houston. But when, we got there, it was like our eyes were just like widened, our whole family. And so we had to learn like the way that Houston works and the freeways. Ooh, goodness.
Same here. Same here. Our family has truly embraced the city of Phoenix. The city of Phoenix has wrapped their arms around Paris and has been there to support him on and off the field.
Yes.
And we've met so many incredible people in Phoenix. The views, the mountains.
Oh, man. I heard it's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I often tell my husband I feel like I'm on an extended vacation every time I'm out there in Phoenix. It is absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. Then the other piece, too, we have a sense of home because Phoenix is number 2 outside of Columbus as far as the largest number of Buckeyes.
Oh, wow.
So it's great being in the city of Phoenix because we also have familiar faces while we're out there that love their Buckeyes. So we've gotten a little spoiled while we've been in Phoenix.
Definitely. Yeah. I know, like, the rookie season consists of so much.
Yes.
I remember when CJ met his locker room, and you meet, like, players that some are veterans.
Yes.
Some have been in the league for 10 plus, 8-10 years. Then you got the rookies that have come in maybe 2 years before you, or they're not rookies, but I mean, they're younger players. And then here you are as the rookie.
Yes.
And as my son's position, he's the leader, and so it took a little bit, and then what CJ always says, and it's very true, is you have to earn the respect.
Absolutely. You do.
You have to earn the respect because you can't go into anything in life and just expect people to trust what your word says. You have to show them in action.
Absolutely.
And that's exactly what CJ went to do. And he earned the respect of the locker room very quickly, and it was part of his whole rookie journey, and then he's been building ever since. Yeah. It's kind of like you build the foundation of a home first before you start putting the brick and mortar, and
Absolutely.
so it was really incredible. And just to see the bond he has, he had during his rookie season, there were other rookies, and I think they kind of all clasped to each other. But, just to see their journey and then where they are today, it's incredible to watch.
It's beautiful. And Paris has a very similar story. And I think the common theme here is the development that they received in college.
Yes.
It's really helped prepare them for where they are today. And because Paris had the same thing, he's like, Mom, I want to make sure that I'm going into the locker room, that I'm learning from the veteran linemen, that I'm being supportive, and that I'm going to learn from them and embrace them.
Yes.
So then they can be able to see me in a leadership role as well. Not the one that's coming in telling people what to do, but just coming in learning and really understanding the position more at a professional level.
Yes. So, I think that's incredible. And I think your son, I remember you telling me that he told Kyler, like, I got your back.
Yes.
Like, just to be able to, for college to have set you up to a point where your mentality is already there. And I know Kyler was like, hey, thank God.
Yes.
Because to a quarterback, like, your linemen are just your that's your total protection. And so, like, for your son to have that kind of maturity, and, I could say the same for CJ as well. Like, Ohio State, prepare them for so many things, and also media.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Like, media is so important that the players know how to interact with media, know how to answer certain questions, how to kind of veer off certain questions, how to, kind of lead the question in a different direction.
Yes.
And Ohio State really, there's a lot of media.
Very much so. Yeah. And they prepared them for that.
Yeah, definitely.
They prepared them for that. And they're able to embrace that, and they're not afraid. As you know, Paris and CJ both are not afraid of the camera.
Yeah, no, they're not. They are naturals, definitely.
Yes.
I can't say they did not. He didn't get that from me, but
they totally embrace
natural,
it. Totally embrace it. But it's been a wonderful experience for our family. And even going through the rookie process, one of the things that our family had to really understand that no is a complete sentence.
Yes.
And that was really hard for us because you get so many requests.
Yes, definitely.
People have requests for not just their time, but they have requests of things.
Yes.
I think the biggest request is tickets.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, Kim.
Yes.
But tickets. Everyone wants tickets
right.
to the game, and not understanding that those tickets are not comp.
Yeah.
That they have to pay
right.
for each ticket to the game. And,
right.
And that's an added cost.
Yes, it is. And not only that, this is their job. They're at work.
Yes.
So I think that was like a big thing that not everybody kind of understands, because it's an entertainment to a lot of people.
Yes.
But I love how Tom Brady said it the best. And he said, we're at work. Does people go to your job, and do they want pictures and autographs at your job?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a level that of just understanding that everyone has to have, but they don't always have, because they look at it more like a fan.
Yes.
But no is a complete sentence.
Yes.
And they are at work. And I'll text CJ and say, how was work today?
Absolutely.
Because it's work.
It's work.
It's a great job.
Yes. Yes.
As far as, it's his passion. It's what he works so hard in his life to achieve, but he's still at work.
Yes.
And so, like, ahead of time, if I offended anyone, I am very sorry. But it is what it is.
It is.
And we have to be, as moms, we're kind of like their barrier.
You have to be.
You have to.
You have to be, because you want to be able to protect them.
Yeah.
And then also educate. And so I look at it as an opportunity to educate extended family and friends, understanding what those boundaries are. Because you have to create healthy boundaries so they can fully understand. Again, like you said, yes, it's entertainment for you, but it's our son's job.
Yes.
They're going to work every single day.
Every single day. And that's even going to them directly. Mm-hmm. Because, like, for CJ, his family's his family.
Yes.
And his friends are his friends. And he's so loyal. He's just a very loyal person. And so, I think it's been a journey for him, too, just learning, like, how to let them know I'm at work.
Yes.
I would love to do this and that, but I'm at work. So I think that's something, like, from our mom's point of view.
Yes.
We see it and we try to help, be that kind of boundary and, help through that process and kind of tell people when it's not okay.
It's not okay.
Yeah.
And it's a tough job.
Yeah.
And, but I have to be honest, I've embraced being the bad person in the family. I've embraced it.
No, that's right.
But the thing, again, is educating and explaining to people that whole process. And even and people don't realize the requests we get every single day.
Yeah.
People are asking something of our sons or us.
Yes.
Every single day someone's asking for something.
Yes.
And I don't think they realize that they're not the only one that just asked.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's just our mom's point of view about it, and it's amazing. It comes with the territory, and it's very flattering. And we want everyone to be a part of this journey because, it took a village to get here.
Absolutely.
But, there is just a process, and I think, like, with us having this podcast and sharing, some of our perspectives on things that go on, and also elaborating on how we got through some of the, different, situations that, parents are dealing with now. And it doesn't even have to be children that play football. It could be children that play other sports or maybe just a scholar.
Absolutely.
Or, whatever gifting they have, there's a process.
It is.
And there's a mom's point of view. And moms usually are the wise ones.
I agree. I agree.
At least, that's what we pride ourselves on. But, meaning like we see things and we want, just to shed that light because maybe the perspective hasn't been thought of.
True. Very true. And I love that. And now, sometimes we as moms, we have that gut feeling about things too.
Yeah, most definitely.
We can feel things before it happens.
Yes.
So, yes.
And I'm glad you brought that up because, like, how does a game day look for you?
Oh, my gosh. It is the most, it's spiritual for me, but it is, can be overwhelming.
Yes.
The night before and the day of a game. It can feel overwhelming because I'm in constant prayer.
Yes.
Because I want Paris to not only have a great performance, but I want him to be healthy.
Yes.
I don't want him to get hurt. I don't want anyone on the team or the opposing team. I don't want anyone to get hurt. So I'm praying for their protection.
Yeah.
I'm praying that, of course, that Paris has an amazing game, selfishly praying that the Cardinals win.
Right.
So I am praying for those things. But at the same time, I look at it as ministry.
Yes.
In that, the platform that both our sons have, that they can use their platform for good. So I'm constantly praying that they perform well, but yet they are using their platform for good, putting good in the world, putting love in the world, serving other people, being a voice for those who can't speak for themselves.
Right.
And so that's what game day or preparation of game day looks like for me. I'm very anxious. I'm always praying.
Right.
And even during the game, I'm not the person you can talk to.
Yeah.
I don't like to talk or socialize during the game.
Right.
Maybe halftime.
Yes.
But I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't want to socialize.
Yes.
I'm focused on Paris.
Right.
Making sure he's getting his blocks.
Yes.
I never know where the football is.
Right.
When you're offensive lineman mom, you never know where the football is.
No, you don't. You're not focused on that anymore.
No, I'm just watching him. And then I'm talking to Paris as if he can hear me.
Yeah.
From the stands. And my daughter Sydney, she's sitting next to me. She goes, Mom, he can't hear me.
No, they can't hear us, okay? We're convinced they can hear us.
She's like, Mom, why are you acting like you're out there on the field with Paris? Like,
yeah, but we feel that way.
You do.
I mean, it's natural for us to feel that way, but I remember back in college, we had a morning prayer.
Yes, we did. We prayed all the time, Kim.
Yeah, we had our morning prayer, and every morning I would shoot you the prayer. You shoot me the prayer.
Yes.
Like, girl, we're in agreement. Because it was like such a big part of how, we as moms function. Mm-hmm. We make sure that we cover all the backside.
That's it. Absolutely.
Especially because there's just so many things at play when you're playing such a physical game.
No, very much so. And then too, I'm also praying for, you're praying for your coaches because you want them to be able to see the opposing team scheme and be able to process that in real time. So just praying for the coaches and praying for the refs that they make good calls.
Always.
We'll talk about the refs one day. But
help us out. I literally plead the blood of Jesus over all refs.
Yes.
As they pass by, they don't know I'm doing it, but I'm like, Lord, just give them wisdom.
Be with them.
Please. But for game day, mine is so similar. Like I have ways and things that I do that are very, intentional, because I know that I'm like in the back, like kind of holding my son up.
Yes. And
I think as a mom's point of view of it, we don't see them as that football player.
No.
Like when I see my son, he's just my son.
That's it.
And I see, what he's in need of. It's kind of like, I always tell him, CJ, take his vitamins. I'm a big vitamin woman.
Yes.
So I'm always like, CJ, I always say, CJ, take your vitamins. But I feel like moms are vitamins in ways. Like we add all the nutrients and everyone kind of wants to chip away, but we are the ones who add in.
That's it. Because we're pouring back in. Because they're pouring out and we have to pour back in.
We have to pour back in. And I'm with you, like game day. I'm like, I have this prayer that I pray before every single snap that CJ makes. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I pray it so long that he already snapped the ball.
I've done that too.
And I'm like, I open my eyes, I'm like, where's the ball? No. But it's like I have to get that in the atmosphere.
Yes.
So it's very like game day is not like, oh, let's eat this and do this.
Let's dress up or look like
it's not for at least the kind of moms we are.
No.
it's definitely, we're going through the journey with them.
Yes.
And I don't know when that will ever change.
I don't think it will. I don't, because, I noticed that as Paris continued to elevate and he goes from his, from high school to college and now the pros.
Yes.
My prayer has gotten longer.
Yeah.
My affirmations have increased.
Yeah.
And then too, the other thing that I did Paris's rookie season, and I took from Ohio State when we were all together, is we started praying together. So I go and rally the other parents, and we'll all come together and pray.
I love that.
And then the other piece too that I love is that when we were at Ohio State, how we would celebrate celebrate with the other moms.
Yes.
And so I'm being really intentional when there is a pick six or there is a touchdown or there is a sack, that I'm running to that player's mom to celebrate with them.
Creating a family feel.
Yes, to let them know we're all in this together.
We really are. We really are. Mm-hmm. We're one team. Although I feel like offensive moms think different from defensive moms. You guys have to let me know if I'm wrong about that.
No, I think so.
But because if my son takes a hit, I'm down there with him. Like literally, I'm like, ooh.
Yes.
My daughter's like, oh my God, Mom. But I'm literally taking the hit, you know?
Yes, you feel that.
But defense's mom like, ugh, like get harder. I'm like,
no,
oh
I can relate to that because fun fact, folks may not know that Paris played defense from when he was 5 up through his freshman year in high school.
Oh, wow.
So he played defense. He didn't start playing offensive line till his sophomore year in high school.
No way.
So I was that mom.
Oh, that's incredible. So all.
So I know it is a different perspective. It's a different headspace, different energy. But at the same time, playing offensive line, I feel like some of that same energy, because now Paris is forcing someone to go against their will.
Right. That's so true.
Yeah.
So it worked on his behalf.
Yes.
Well, fun fact, people don't know. And CJ didn't play this for long because he was really good, but he played as a safety.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
So, and he was catching so many interceptions that the coach went to him and said, if you keep catching all those interceptions, I'm moving you from quarterback. And so CJ's like, I don't want to play safety anymore.
Wow, I didn't know that.
And he just has a way of seeing the ball. And I even see him now. I don't want to give away any of his skills, but I see him even now, he really studies other positions that can affect his position.
Absolutely. Paris is the same. Yes.
Yeah. So it's incredible to see how when they play other positions when they're young, how it impacts where they are today.
It does.
And they understand other players and what they're,
Absolutely. So I can see that. So when CJ is throwing a pass to a receiver and there's this secondary, he can see what route they may possibly run it. So I can definitely see that. And with Paris playing tackle and experience he's had playing defensive end and he played linebacker.
Right.
So Paris is able to understand what he's going up against because he played that position at one point.
That is so beneficial. Yeah. It takes so many, I always say it took a village to raise CJ Stroud, my son.
Same here.
He didn't just come out of the womb and become, it took coaches. And we were talking earlier about and I really honestly think this all works into how the rookie season went for them, because to go from college to a pro level where now you're on TV.
Yes.
Now you're obviously your financials changed.
Yes.
I mean, a lot of things have changed.
Yes.
And so this all goes in the rookie season or the rookie, what happens in the rookie season, but also just when they were little and we were talking about putting them in a tougher league.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And I was telling you were saying you moved your son to you need to play a little more inner city.
Yes. Yeah. So Paris grew up in the suburbs, but Paris played in inner city football and really wanted him to be in an environment where they were going to fully develop him. And because when you're in a tougher program and you're going up against great talent,
right?
Every practice. Every week, it makes a difference.
It sure does. It really does. I know, as people know, CJ played for the Snoop Dogg League.
Yes.
And when we first went,
it's dope.
And I was at first, no offense, Snoop, but I was super against it. So you can hear the mom's POV on that one.
Yes, yes.
But I was only because of the reputation. And I just had all these images in my head, and I was like, no. we're not doing that. And then she's like, Mom, I have to do it. I have to. I want to. So for he tried to get on the team for over a year. And they didn't want to trust an IE kid. So they kept being like, I don't know if you got what we need. And so finally they had an opening, and Coach Fly, I love Coach Fly, he came and he, was like, okay, CJ, come on. And the first practice, I don't even think, my nerves were so bad. And then after the first snap, my son got out that pocket so quick.
That's all he needed.
Yes. And then it was just from there, he's got this dog mentality.
I love that.
He started getting so rough. And I was like, that didn't hurt? He's like, no, Mom. And I'm looking like, oh, my Lord, help my child. But it helped him now with everybody, how tough he is and the dog mentality he has.
It translates.
It all works together.
It all works together. I absolutely agree. What other sports does CJ play?
So he also plays. So when he was little, we put him in everything.
Okay.
Because I wanted my kids, my daughter as well, we wanted them to try everything they loved, just because, we wanted to make sure we picked the right sport. But
absolutely.
He played soccer, baseball. He played basketball was his love.
Okay.
And then football.
Okay.
He was good in every one of them.
That's awesome.
But football was the one with the most opportunities.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fun fact with Paris, his first sport, gymnastics.
Oh, nice. I love that.
Gymnastics. And so that was his first. And my thought was I wanted him to understand his body.
Yeah.
And so signed him up for gymnastics. He did that for about 3 years. He was 3 years old.
Oh, my gosh.
And
that's so cute.
So he did that until he was about 6. And then Paris started playing tackle football at 5.
Oh, wow.
He played basketball. He wrestled. So wrestling also is another great sport to help with football.
I can imagine.
So he did some wrestling. He ran track.
Oh, wow.
So he did a little bit. He played T-ball.
Nice.
I knew quickly baseball was not for Paris based on his T-ball experience. So we left it at that. We left it at that.
I quickly realized baseball wasn't, because CJ was out there picking the grass. I was like, CJ, put the grass down. Oh my goodness.
Yes. So we didn't spend too much time with T-ball.
Yeah, we knew it had to be an action sport.
It had to.
It had to be an action sport.
But football was always Paris's love. And that's a sport he played from 5 up and through till now. So that's football's always had a special place in Paris's heart.
Yeah. Same with CJ. Yeah. I think, he's playing his passion, and it's amazing though how other sports kind of play into the dominant sport. Everything helps. And a lot of football players or basketball players are other, they were like all, all whatever section or whatever it is. They got many awards in another one, another sport as well. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So they all play together. But sis, on this journey together with the Mom's POV show, I'm so excited to talk about so many great topics. We're kind of doing an overview right now of our rookie season, trying to get everybody's feet wet.
That's right.
But we're also going to be talking about NIL and recruitment and what college and how to be there as a mom when there's scrutiny, and just, just topics that are really hard, and how to keep the family together,
How to keep the family together. And you're going to be hearing from both Paris and CJ.
Yeah.
So at the end of the season, they will join us and share, and we'll just talk and interview them.
Yeah.
And also you will be hearing from Sydney and Sierra as
Yeah,
well, just to share sibling sisters' point of view and things that they've experienced, and the beautiful relationship that they have with their brothers. Just to be able to share their perspective. And then I know we're looking forward to even sharing what the leading up to the draft, what that was like. So when you're just completed your last season, and then you're training for the combine, and then preparing for the draft, and what that looks like. So I'm excited that we can share that.
And then what agent?
Yes.
What you get all these agents thrown at you. What marketing
financial
manager?
Advisor. Yes.
What do you do with the money that you're given?
Absolutely.
How do you make smart purchases? This is all that moms have a point of view on. We've experienced it with our sons.
Yes.
And we're so excited to tell you all about it. This has been a great episode with you, sis. And I look forward to many more.
I look forward to it too.
Yeah.